So really looking forward to this session today, and as always in terms of the meditation sessions, I like to set a bit of an intention so that we can think about just a little bit of focus, not only for the session but also when we go into our day ahead as well. So today's intention is all about bringing in calm moments throughout your day. So it's not just in the practice this morning, but also want you to think about bringing in these calm moments as we go throughout the day as well. Can you let me know what the sound is like in terms of just the music and music to my voice? Does it sound okay? Just before we get started, keep an eye out on the chat box. Hi Christine as well, I can see a wee message coming through. Great to have you here too. And in terms of some of the different practices that we're going to do today, I'm going to take you through a few different meditations as we go through the session today. And we're going to look at a few breathing exercises to begin with, because I think this can also help with the intention overall of bringing some of these calm moments into our day as well. So for those of you that are new to the session today, just relax and enjoy the session, and the great thing is that your camera isn't on. Well, I would love to see you with camera on, but a lot of people quite like it because they don't feel like they have to be focusing on being really kind of present on screen as well. So just relax and enjoy the session today. So in terms of some of the kind of breathing techniques that we're going to look at, so there's a simple way to bring in just calmness through your breath, and that's simply by counting. So quite a nice one is to just count on the inhale, count for 4. So inhale, so imagine that you're breathing deep into your stomach, so imagine that your stomach is really inflating on the inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause for 4, 3, 2, 1, and then exhale everything out through your mouth for 4, 3, 2, 1. So that's a really simple one. 4 inhale, 4 pause, and then 4 exhale. So that's quite a nice way to bring in breath into your day. There's also a good one that I like to call kind of belly whoosh. So what you do is you inhale through your nose, pause, and then exhale with a big whoosh, exhaling everything out through your mouth. So I'll do a couple of them with you. So inhale through the nose, pause, and then whoosh, everything out through the mouth. Okay, so inhale, whoosh. Okay, so you can imagine again, you might want to do that when you've got a bit of peace and quiet on your own, but fair enough to do it if other people are around as well, whatever floats your boat. But yeah, it can be quite a good one to just bring in more deep breathing, because essentially we're trying to aim to breathe into your stomach, so deep into your stomach. Also fast nostril breathing, so I wouldn't advise this one if you're feeling quite nasally or you've got a cold or anything like this, but this one can be really good for bringing in energy. So again, it looks funny on camera, so you can be laughing at me if you're sitting at home but nobody else is seeing you. So again, that fast nostril is quite good for just energising, especially in the morning. Also, there's, we talked about the counting breathing before, but 4 count nostril breathing. So inhale, and it's hard to speak then when you're doing that, but inhale for 4 and then exhale for 4 through the nostril. And then another quite a good one is alternate nostril breathing. So you close over one nostril, okay? You hover your index finger over the other nostril. Inhale, again we could do it for 4. Close it off and then exhale through the other nostril. Inhale through this nostril again. Close this one off and then exhale. Inhale. close it off with the index finger and then exhale. So these can be quite nice, just mindful moments that you can bring in through your day with breath. Other things that I like to do to bring in mindful kind of moments through the breath as well is just to, and not even through the breath, but just in your day in general, is just to become really aware of what you can hear, what you can see, what you can touch, what you can taste if you're eating as well. So often we're so busy going from task to task and just quickly eating, even just really quickly walking, quickly doing things if we're working as well, just slowing it down a little bit and being more aware. Another great way to bring in a bit more mindfulness is to actually switch off some of your technology as well for a little while, especially if you're having a conversation with someone, just being really present. Okay, so that's a few things hopefully for you to be able to take into your day. So I'm going to now talk you through a few different meditation practices. So just as normal, if you've joined before, just get yourself into whatever posture works for you for the meditations. So you might want to be seated on the floor, cross-legged. You might want to be seated in a chair, or you might want to be lying on the floor, whichever posture works well for you. The main thing is to keep your spine nice and straight and nice and upright as well. So imagine that spine being elongated. So quite a nice way to do that is imagine there's a thread running from the top of your head and it's kind of pulling you up as well for that good posture throughout. So I'm going to go off video now and enjoy the different meditations that I'm going to take you through today as well. This is your time, so imagine just bringing in that relaxation for you today. Okay, so the first meditation that we're going to do is all about breathing in positivity. So we could all do with breathing in positivity to our lives at times when we're feeling a little bit frustrated or a little bit anxious about things or nervous or just a little bit down. So as we begin, close your eyes and just take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. And just continue here for a few breaths. And just take time to focus on your breathing and notice how it feels. And what I want you to do is think of your favourite colour or a colour that you really like. And when you breathe in, focus on breathing in that colour. And let this colour symbolise bringing positive things into your day and into your life. And when you exhale, when you breathe out, imagine that you're breathing out a colour that you don't like. And let this symbolise breathing out negative things or anything that isn't good for you, that isn't serving you. And just continue to breathe here, focusing on breathing the colours that you've chosen. So that favourite colour on the breath in, and that colour that you don't like so much in the breath out, imagining that it's just exhaling any tension, anything that isn't serving you. And just continue here. And just continue for a few breaths. Just breathe in that positivity and exhale any tension. Breathing in that favourite colour and exhaling the colour that you perhaps don't like so much, symbolising anything that isn't serving you, anything you're worried about, just letting that float away with the exhale. And we're going to continue our meditation journey today with a hammock meditation. So allow yourself to be rested and comfortable. If you want to change your posture at this stage, feel free to do so. And take a long, deep inhale, imagining that you're inhaling fresh, clean air and your head's turning up to the sun. The sky is beautiful, a rich shade of blue, and there's lots of white clouds floating by. The sun's energy rushes over you, and you feel a sense of warmth, a bit like a big hug surrounding your body. The soft, cool green grass cradles your feet, and imagine yourself taking steps through this really soft grass and in nature. And as you walk, you hear the gentle sound of a stream. You hear the water trickling in what sounds like a sweet rhythm. It's drawing you in to dip your feet into the water. And standing on sand and smooth rocks, the current hums by and the water is glistening. The reflection smiles back, and it mirrors the complete happiness you're feeling as you're appreciating this moment. Look around. You might notice the occasional leaf falling, like a floating feather from the trees to land on the stream. And then the leaves take a calm and relaxing ride on the water. As you continue on the grassy path, the sun dries the water from your feet. You follow the lightness of the sun and are guided to a beautiful white hammock connected to a strong tree. You get into the hammock, and now you're lying in the hammock. It's supporting all of your weight, and you lay your head on a large soft pillow. Your entire body is supported, and the hammock cradles you. Your eyes are growing heavy and soft. The light breeze sways you gently from side to side, and the sun warms you from head to toe. Enjoy a few moments in this peaceful feeling. This time is for you. And we're going to continue in nature with another visualization, this time a mountain visualization. So this one can work quite well if you're seated, especially on the floor. Again, just assume whatever posture works for you. And I'd like you to visualise the most beautiful, awe-inspiring mountain that you know. Or imagine one. The mountain has a pointed or rounded summit, sloping sides and a solid base. Now imagine putting the image of yourself onto this mountain. So your head becomes the top of the mountain, the summit. Your shoulders and arms become the sloping sides. Your legs, the lower half of your body becomes the base, the foundation. Now picture the mountain on a mild spring day. There are birds flying about, small insects buzzing in the air. And the mountain slopes have begun to sprout new leaves. Everything is flourishing. There's a slight breeze. The mountain stands beautifully in the midst of all this activity. It remains motionless, as if keeping watch over everything. Now imagine that the season is changing to a blazing hot summer's day. The sky is blue and the sun is at its peak. The air is heavy and you can see butterflies in the air, bees searching for nectar, and small animals scampering around the mountainside. All the colours of the rainbow are gathered around you in the form of flowers, leaves, animals. There are so many different shades. In particular, green is standing out with the different trees and grasses and ferns. Again, the mountain looks so strong. Again, it doesn't move. As if it's a guard or a sentry watching over the natural world as it has done for thousands upon thousands of years. Let this summer's day now fade and imagine a windy, rainy autumn day. The sky is covered with grey clouds and the wind is blowing and whistling around the mountainside. All creatures seem to have hidden themselves away. Colourful leaves swirl through the air. The branches of the trees and taller bushes dance the autumn dance, swooshing, and soon the rain pelts down all around. Even in these wild times, the mountain stands tall and strong and deeply rooted into the rock of Mother Earth. And for the last image, imagine the strong mountain on a winter's night. The full moon can be seen glowing between the clouds, snowflakes drifting, and each flake is unique. Little by little, the bare trees and shrubs are sprinkled with this white snow, and some branches start to bend under the burden of all the snow and the weight. You can feel and you can smell that wintry cold smell. The mountain is a magnificent sight on an icy night. Everything about it is quiet and firm. It's long been familiar with the changing seasons and will continue to stand tall. We all have experienced and survived the tides of different emotions, different feelings, different ups and downs. And it's always good to know that everything comes and everything goes. And when things are feeling tougher, therefore, things can feel a bit more bearable. And you begin to become aware of that inner strength. Imagine our emotions and feelings a bit like these changing seasons. We can be like that mountain and stand tall throughout. Just notice how your body feels now. And we're going to continue with what's called a body scan. And in this part of the meditation, we travel through our body and understand what it's trying to say to us. And the big thing with the body scan is about creating that healthy relationship with our body. And imagine that it's the house that we live in. So just make yourself comfortable. Again, you might want to change your posture. And this one can be particularly useful, or it can be particularly comfortable to do this when lying on your back. It can be on the floor, it could be on a bed, on a mat, sofa. If you've got a blanket to hand, feel free to cover yourself with a blanket. It can feel nice and cozy. And just take a few moments to notice your breath and the sensations in your body. Notice your breath travelling to different places in your body, into your chest, down into your stomach. And when you're ready, bring your awareness to the physical sensations in your body, especially touch, where your body is in contact with the floor or whatever surface that you're on. And on each out-breath, just allow yourself to let go, sinking a little bit deeper onto the surface. Now just bring your awareness to the sensations in the lower stomach, lower abdomen area, and notice how the changing sensations are as you breathe in and out. It might be helpful to put your hand on your belly and to really feel each breath, noticing that some may be deeper, others shallower, and that there tends to be a little pause between each in-breath and out-breath. On the in, we should see the stomach rising, on the out, falling. So just bring your focus now gently down your left leg into the left foot. And focus on each of the toes of the left foot. The big toe, the little toe, and all the toes in between. Then the sole of the foot. continue to move your awareness further up your left leg to the calf, the shin, your knee, and then back up to the thigh. When you're ready, on an in-breath, feel the breath entering the nostrils, then the lungs, then passing down into the abdomen, the stomach area, down the left leg, into the left foot. And then imagine on the out-breath, the breath coming all the way back up from your foot, into your leg, into your stomach, into your chest, and out through your nose. And just continue here, pushing the breath right down our left leg, into our left foot, into our toes. On the inhale, and on the exhale, just drawing it all the way back up. You can do the same on the right side. So again, on the in-breath, feel the breath entering the nostrils, then the lungs, passing down into the abdomen, down the right leg, into the right foot this time, into the toes, and imagining the breath going right down, pushing it right down, and then pulling it right back up on the exhale. And notice any areas of your body where you might feel any soreness, any tension, any tightness. Might be in your back, your lower back, your shoulders, your stomach area. Might be in some of your joints. Just allow your breath on the inhale to go down to that area, and on the exhale, imagine that you're releasing the tension from these areas of the body. And something I quite like to repeat to myself is just inhaling calm, exhaling tension. So imagine again on that exhale, you're exhaling any tension out through the body. Imagine that you're letting go of any tension. Come back up the body and just bring awareness into your head. Awareness into your temples, into your foreheads, just bringing looseness and lightness. You might want to make a few small movements in your head to bring in a bit more ease. You might want to just again gently move your head from side to side, bringing in some ease to your neck. Allowing your eyes just to relax again. So often we're really focused on looking at lots of different things, people, devices, that our eyes get quite strained. So just allowing yourself to relax here. And as you just continue to relax here, I'm going to read you a poem to finish by Ern Hansen, and it's called You Are Your Home. If there's one thing that I may tell you, let it be you are your home. Your body is the only house that you will ever truly own. Maybe it's got some broken windows and there are tear stains on the floors. Maybe you lock the things you wish you weren't behind its many doors. But there is wisdom on its bookshelves and a laugh to light the rooms. There's a vase upon its table where the love you've grown all blooms. Dreams sit on your mantelpiece next to kindness and your trust. Where you use them all so often, they have no time to collect dust. So please don't look at mansions with that envy in your eyes. There's more that makes a home than its appearance or its size. Your body is your shelter, so you deserve to love it all. Don't let the world stand round outside and tell you how to paint your walls. How lucky that you have somewhere to protect you from the night. And if there are cracks left from the past, well, they just let in more light. And if you want to be guided out of today's meditation practice, then just wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. You might want to do a big overhead stretch. Hands above your head, out to a T shape. Take in one last cleansing inhale and exhale. Any last piece of tension there. Thank you so much to everyone for joining me here today. It's been great to have you all here. Special shout out again to Eve for joining in today, and my niece. So really delighted that you got up so early on your holidays to join, and hope everybody has enjoyed the session today. It's been brilliant to have you all here, and look forward to seeing you at a future session. Hopefully that's brought in a little bit of relaxation to your day. Take care, everyone. Brilliant to see everyone, and thanks for all your kind comments. Great, that's been a good start to the day. Happy days. Have a good one, everyone. Take care.